back to another episode of This Ain't Practice. I am your host, Chris Gray.
And I am Shad. What's going on, y'all?
How's
How you
everybody
feeling,
doing?
man?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. Let me apologize to the people who are watching right now. My sound may go in and out. Trying something new. This doesn't work. So we're going we're going back to the studio, man. After this, we're going back to the other studio, I should say, after this. So
How was your weekend, man?
Man, the weekend was dope, man. I tried to just chill. I was gonna watch the Olympic game and all that stuff, but the streets called me.
The streets is calling, man.
The streets called me, man. So I had to answer.
Yeah.
I had to answer. So, but it was good, man. But that was just Saturday, and I know we're gonna talk about that too, man. So, how was your week? Your weekend?
Good, man. Work, man. Been on my exercise mode, man. And found a trail. The doctor said got to stepping in overdrive, man. Had that young physical a few weeks ago, so man, he's like, he got to put some additional work in. So, man, I found yeah, man, we getting old, man.
Jeez, man, yeah, God,
yeah.
You're like, man, I'm trying as it is.
Man, the weight he told me to get down to, I'm like, man, you're gonna have me looking like Chris Rock in New Jack City, man, straight Pookie over here. Like this
right.
Bro, he was like, man, he's like 175. And I'm like, man, 175. I don't know about that.
I don't know about that, man. Yo, that's crazy. Hey, Papa Joe's already clowning. Uncle Shad, nice cut metal yellow first. Hey, I'm everybody's uncle now. I'm old enough, might as well. Shoot, we up there now. We up there now, man. I'm going ahead and put on my hat, man. Shoot, I tried to get out of the heat, and it's hot in here.
Oh man, you got the fan on? There's no fan in there or nothing?
No, I don't have a fan in here, man. Shelby trying to save on the AC, bro.
Yeah.
And so she be having that mug. It be on steam, so you in the room with the door closed. Oh, you hit.
That's a wrap.
Yeah, it's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. So I'm in the studio where we usually do our music, and yeah, man, I'm burning up in this mofo. So I did it, but I dropped it down. Hopefully she doesn't notice. I dropped it down though, from my phone.
What do y'all normally have it at?
We normally have it like 72, 73. She had it at 74, which doesn't seem like a big difference. Like if you're out in the open, it's fine. And she is where she's at is open. So she's fine. But you shut them doors, man, it heats up real fast. No. Yeah, it's a wrap. Yeah, plus
one of my coworkers, she's like, they keep it at 68. I'm like, man, 68.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I know that electric bill got to be crazy.
Sky high. It's got to be sky high.
Yeah, man. Because that's why we kept ours down. Like ours was something crazy, man. Like 5. It was something stupid.
Oh, you got the 5? Man,
yeah,
that's me. Man. I was in like the 190s. I was hot about that.
Oh no, we hit the 5, man. We got a lot of stuff running though. We got the 2 studios and TVs everywhere, and just something's constantly going, man. So yeah, man. So we trying, but hey, right now, this hour, yeah, we need to cut that thing all the way down. Yeah, man. So what'd you end up doing this weekend? You said you got the workout in, the gym and all that.
Yeah, man. And just ran some errands yesterday, man. And it seemed like the world got turned upside down with your boy Biden, man, taking the exit stage left yesterday, man.
Yeah.
So
that was crazy. I didn't know about it until BJ and I were doing the show live. That's when I found out. That's why I'm like, hey, I don't know why I'm on this show, BJ. But I say the same thing about this show. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. My dad cracks up. He's like, your famous words is, oh, I didn't know that. You don't know nothing. But Ocho Cinco's like that on that show with Shannon Sharp.
Yeah. That nightcap show, yeah.
Yeah, that nightcap show. But yeah, that was crazy with the whole the Trump thing, man. Biden thing.
Yeah. I knew it was coming, man. I know we're supposed to talk about sports. We could dip into that a little bit, man. I had a feeling it was coming. After that debate was an absolute debacle, man. that dude didn't look like he knew where he was at, you know. So
nah. Like I was telling BJ, he looked like Weekend at Bernie. You know what I'm saying? They just dropped him up and moving his limbs and stuff, man. That was crazy, bro. So
well, you know those memes, they'll take a still shot because it's one of them still shots. Dude just looked disheveled, and you know what I mean. I'm just like, man, I know it's a picture, but like I had read an article where George Clooney had done a fundraiser for him like 2 weeks before the debate, and he said he wasn't even like, you know, it was like he wasn't even there. He's like he had mentioned to like Obama, like, man, he just seems off. So
damn,
yeah,
man. Well, it's good. I think they did the right thing. You know, and hopefully Kamala she can pull through, but we'll see what happens, man.
Yeah, but man, speaking of man struggling, man, let's go ahead and segue over to these wannabe phony dream team USA basketball, man. These dudes are suspect. Suspect. Man.
So I peeped out that, like, you know, like on YouTube you can go watch. I missed the game, but you can go watch the full thing on YouTube or whatever, just like the full clips, man. It's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Man, well, the first game against who was the first game against? Sudan. They were 43-point favorites and won that by 1 point.
1 point.
1 point. And people were saying like this team was better than the original dream team in 92. Those are lies. They need to stop with that.
Never.
Those are lies. This team is suspect. And
it is.
Steve Kerr needs to quit doing these rotations, man, where he's going 5 in, 5 out. Like this is hockey or something. Like, nah, you don't need to put in 5 new guys. Like, that ain't it.
No, it is obviously not working. But you would think Steve Kerr would know better than that. Like he's a Hall of Fame coach.
Right.
Like, what part of the game is that?
Well, you know, it's so funny. I was listening to a sports show over the weekend, and they were talking about, they were like, folks on the national scene, they don't get to see it as much, but like people in that local San Francisco, Oakland area, like a lot of those fans don't think he's a good coach. They think he's just got he's had a lot of great talent. Like they don't like his substitutions. They don't like his play calling. They don't like halftime adjustments and all that stuff. And they think like, you know, Curry and, you know, Clay, you know, bailed him out of a lot of, you know, situations and stuff like that. It wasn't his coaching acumen. I don't know about that, but I don't like what's going on with this this USA and say what you want, man. LeBron's been saving them. Saved them the other night, saved them today. Same thing, man. He played that bully ball, man, getting it down low, man, getting the and ones, flexing on him after scoring. He had a big 3 today. So
Papa Ron. So I didn't watch the game today, and I haven't seen any results. Guys have been working. So you'll have to give me the rundown real quick on that one. We got another comment here from Brandon Gagnon. He said Sudan can't even feed their players, and he went to the last shot. I heard that. I heard that they can't get any insurance for the players, like any medical insurance, like they get hurt or something.
Yeah, it's a weird deal because you know they don't have a lot of money, and like Luol Deng is part of the because you know he's from Sudan, and then Royal Ivory, who played at UT, he played in the NBA a little bit. He's on the coaching staff for the Houston Rockets. He's part of that Sudan, you know, group. You know, kind of how Grant Hill was, you know, for the committee, for the Sudan committee that put the team together. But yeah, they don't have the resources like, you know, what the United States has. So it's a totally different deal, man. And I thought the United States, they should have lost that game because Sudan outplayed them.
Yeah. From what I saw, the clips, yeah, they really did, man. They really did. It was crazy. It was crazy. So what happened
today with Germany? They got remember Dennis Schroeder used to play with the yep, he's on that team, and then they got the Franz Wagner, they play for the Orlando Magic, came out of Michigan. There's 2 brothers, and then you know how it is, man, because just like the international teams, they're not as athletic as the American players are, so they play a lot of fundamental, you know, that textbook, that pick and rolls and screens, and it seems like every time there is a guy wide open for a 3, and you know they're cooking. They're not gonna be missing those. You're leaving them wide open,
bro. Yeah,
right. And we don't have shooters like that. You know, LeBron streaky,
right.
KD, he hasn't played yet. He had
Right.
his hamstring injury. And remind me before I forget to bring up Kawhi. It's kind of bogus how they did him, but yeah. Well, I'll say it, man. I was listening to a podcast, and they were like, it was guys that were covering the summer league for the Timberwolves, and that's where the USA basketball team, they came together and practiced and stuff before they took the flight, went to Dubai. But they were like, Grant Hill, man, they told Kawhi, like, man, we don't think you're gonna be healthy enough, so they pretty much gave him the boot. So after they did that, one of the guys said, man, we walked in the casino. It's like, man, Kawhi sitting there by himself watching golf with a drink in his hand. I'm like, man, they crushed that dude.
Oh no.
Yeah. He was like, man, it just looked, he's like, I felt bad for him. It was like a loner. Like he was just sitting there. Like nobody was bothering him. He was just sitting there at the bar watching golf.
That's crazy. I mean, this is Kawhi Leonard, man.
Facts.
It's like top 10 player in the NBA.
Yeah, that's bad.
Do you think it's because his coach is because Ty Lue was there and Ty Lue was like, nah, homie, we need you for the season?
I don't think he should have been there to begin with. Like, I don't think Joel Embiid is pushing because he don't even look fully healthy out there.
No, he looked trash.
He actually caught some flack for being on the team anyway, because I think he's from where's he from? Cameroon?
Yeah, start with a C. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, we'll go with that.
We'll roll with that. I might even be mispronouncing it, but it works for me. So I'm about to say Cameron, killer, but
killer.
Man, dude, he don't even look healthy out there. And like, I was starting to think, what do you think about this? If you were an owner of a team and you're paying these cats $200 million, would you want them to, and they're not healthy, would you want them over there playing the Olympics?
No, hell no, man. No, because that was Sergio said sounds about right. I saw Sergio today. What up, bro? What up, man? Yeah, I wouldn't want them over there. The thing about it is that when you think about these players, and I'm sure you've heard these on a lot of the sports podcasts and all that, is that like when everything is over and said and done with, nobody talks about the medals. They talk about the rings, and the MVPs and all that stuff. Like they hardly talk about the medals. So, I mean, how does that add to your legacy? I don't know, but it doesn't help the bottom line with the NBA teams.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. And it's just like, man, you're the franchise player, and we can already write this out. Embiid's going to get hurt at some point. We're not even wishing this, but you can speak it into existence. He's going to get hurt at some point next season. They're going to be like, did he play in the Summer Olympics? Did that have something to do with it? Did that contribute to him getting hurt? Same thing. Well, you can't say Kawhi because they gave him the boot.
Because he's out. Yeah. But Durant.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and think about it, that we shouldn't even need Durant.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, we got to get Durant in there. Why? We shouldn't even need him.
Well, and here's the other thing I want to ask you. I didn't have it in notes, but it's a good segue for us. Now, so Durant gets the boot, and then they bring Derek White on the squad and not Jaylen Brown. And
you talking about oh boy, not Durant, but Kawhi.
I'm sorry, Kawhi. Yeah, Kawhi. Yeah. So then they replace Kawhi with Derek White from the Celtics, but they don't bring arguably the best player in Jaylen Brown. What do you think of that?
Trash.
Yeah.
That's what I think about that. It's trash and it's disrespectful.
Yep.
It is because White isn't even, first off, most people never heard of her. You know what I'm saying? like bump what he did in the during the playoff run, saying the finals and all that stuff, bump all that. Most people haven't even heard who White is, who aren't avid NBA fans. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they put him over there on arguably, I mean, it's 1A, 1B with Ian Tatum over there at this point. You know what I mean? I think it's disrespectful. And I think it might have to do with the whole Nike thing. It might have to do with how he defended Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie should be on the squad.
100%. And think about this. You got 3 Celtics on that team, and one of them's not Jaylen Brown. That's nuts.
What part of the game is that? I was shook when they said Holiday was going to be in the squad, but I accepted it because of his defensive play.
That's the whole thing. He played, and that's why White plays really good defense too.
Right.
But to me, Kawhi Leonard wasn't a guard. He's a wing player. So to me, you should have replaced him with the wing player, which Jaylen Brown is that guy. You don't need
play a 2 or 3. Right. You don't need another guy. No, you don't need another guard.
Nope.
What are we doing?
Brown, long, athletic, against international, he can go 2, 3, or 4. You know what I mean? Because some of those fours, he's going to be the same size as them.
Correct.
But again, there's politics involved with that stuff, man. It's unfortunate, and he's had that kind of that I don't want to call it a bad rep, but dude is like he's extra cerebral. NASA.
Work for NASA.
Like your regular Joe ain't doing that. I know NASA ain't hiring me.
Facts. Me neither.
And I'm okay with that. So
I know where I'm at.
right. And I think they're kind of like he's not staying. These organizations and stuff like he's not staying in his place, or like he thinks his brand is too big for us. If certain commercials he doesn't want to do, endorsements he doesn't want to take. He doesn't have to take those.
No,
he's not forced to.
Right. That's all extracurricular. That's got nothing to do with his NBA contract and none of that. Right. Yeah, so, I think it's unfortunate, and I don't think that we have I don't think that the USA is putting their best out there. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. And the lineup suggests the rotations, like he's had one point he had Holiday starting and he was taking Holiday out, and then he had Ant starting and he was taking Ant out, and he was starting Tatum, and then just switching. The three constants that I saw were Embiid, LeBron, and Curry. But I honestly think Anthony Davis should be starting over Embiid, because Embiid isn't all the way healthy. And
I think so too.
Yeah, international, they do a lot of pick and rolling, a lot of switching and running pin downs. Like, you need your big guys to be mobile, because over there, those international big guys, they shoot threes and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, they stretch the floor. Yeah.
Exactly. So you need him to be able to step out and and contest. So it's just I still think they'll win, but I don't think it's going to be like, they shouldn't be favored by double digits.
No, never. It's not dream team status. Papa Jones said cerebral. They might hire you. Yeah, I think that's a 3-syllable word you just threw out there, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. So yeah, I said, I'm disappointed, but man. So what happened in the Germany game? Can you give me just a quick recap?
I didn't get. I saw some of it. I didn't get. I went back and watched the clips, but they started the USA. They were kind of jostling back and forth, and USA had a 7-8 point lead at halftime. Then Germany outscored them by 10 points in the third quarter. So it's like they came out. I don't know if they took their foot off the gas or whatever. And Steve Kerr said after the game, like, they're still working on their getting it. They almost got their rotation solidified. I think that's part of the problem, because these guys haven't played together very long. They just been reported a couple weeks ago, or whatever the case is. So they're getting acclimated, trying to learn each other. Where to cut. You're going to be here, where you like the ball at, et cetera, et cetera. But I think that's part of the problem. But he needs to get with a lineup. Like, everybody don't deserve minutes or heavy minutes. That just, you got to put the guys that's going to win. And then you build a lead. Then you can work those other guys in. You build a 20, 25 point lead. Then you can start getting some of those other cats in, and, letting them eat a little bit.
Yeah. I agree, man. I agree. You got to put the dogs out there first. Let them eat. And then, once that's all said and done, and, they got the comfortable leads, man, to let those other guys get up there and do what they do. You know what I mean?
If it wasn't for almost 40-year-old LeBron, they might be down 0-2 right now, which is crazy. All the talent that's on that team, because he's taking them to the cup, man. He's posting, man. He got the and one, man, and then he flexed on him, man. He let him know, what time it was. He flexed on him today. So
right. Yeah, he did. He's basically the reason why they came back. Thank you, Sergio. Sergio know what's up. He basically came back. He basically brought them back. I know, against Sudan. He's just like, man, y'all move around. I got this. I know how to do this. Yeah. It is easier for him to pull that out.
Yeah.
And because the games in the Olympics, it's not a long season like the NBA season. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's able to pull that out of himself. It's hard. I think one of my dogs is coming in.
I saw the door. I'm like, man, poltergeist back there or what, man? The door and I just saw the light.
Nala ain't having it. She's like, nah, B.
I want in.
I want in. Damn it. Oh no, it's both of them now. Now Simba's here too. But I mean, he still has that in him, that closure in him. It's just hard to do it, man. When, you know, he plays those long seasons and then he gets into the playoffs, you know, and you know he's trying to will the wins. It's tough, but it's still in him, man.
You know what helps him is on this team is he's got so many dope players around him. Whereas the Lakers, he's got some of them cats a suspect. So he's forced to, like, you're not worried about helping off of this guy. You know what I mean? On some of those cats on the Lakers, you're not helping off Steph Curry because he's gonna make you pay, you know, or Jason Tatum, they're gonna make you pay. So it's different now. Like he's got a lot more one-on-one. They were playing zone because I think they can play zone in the Olympics. That kind of they have the FIBA, so I think it's the international rule, so they can play zone. So I saw them like trying, you know, had a guy shading where he was going, and another guy posted up in the paint because they still can't, you know, 39, they still can't stay in front of him.
No, they can't. They can't. Nah, he's a different beast. That's why he's the GOAT to me, man. That's why, man. He's still doing it at this age. It's crazy. It's just longevity. If anything, you can say he's the GOAT of longevity.
That works for me.
Yeah.
That definitely works for me. I won't disagree with the GOAT of longevity. So did you see your boy Russell Westbrook got traded?
Yeah, man, it's a crazy trade, man, and I know you're pretty good with that type of stuff and the logistics of it all. Because Utah's involved in it, and Denver, right? And he's supposed to be going to Denver.
Denver's just going to pick him up. So Utah waived him.
Okay.
So Chris Dunn, remember Chris Dunn, who the Wolves drafted? Chris Dunn over Jamal Murray. That's one of those. I'll admit, I said they should have went with Dunn over Murray. I was wrong, man.
Really?
That was bad.
Dead wrong.
100%.
Yeah.
Man. Hey, man, player can't be right all the time.
Yeah, man. Hey, players F up too.
Right. Pimp down.
Pimp down. Yeah. Man, I'm glad you said quick story. So we were at the big homie's daughter's birthday one time.
Yeah.
And JB dropped some cake on his chest. And he said, "Oh, pimp down." Man, I fell out. I got a lot of fond memories of that man.
Oh yeah, Mr. JB.
Papa Evans. JB, man.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Put some bass in your voice.
Yo, he cracked me up with that though, man. Hey, we got the big homie on. Big
homie, Zay Evans. What's going on,
know
man?
What it is.
He know what time it is.
Yeah,
classic stories right there,
man. For real.
But yeah, so Chris Dunn, he's going to the Clippers, and then Utah, they bought out. They did a buyout with Westbrook, so he can go play with Denver. And the crazy part is, Jokic, he wants him there. Jokic, he's been trying for like a couple of years. He's been trying to get the Nuggets to get Westbrook. So I'm interested to see how that's going to work. Because I mean, Westbrook can still cut to the basket. You know, Jokic he's crafty with those passes. So
man,
that could, he might make Westbrook, look good out there.
Yeah. Because you got somebody to play off of. Smart, cerebral. You know what I'm saying?
My man.
Yeah, I actually like it. It's going to and I hear that they want to bring him off the bench, so I think it's gonna solidify that bench. With them, he's a Hall of Fame player, and I believe that Westbrook can still be a starter on just about any team. You know what I mean? Just go like maybe not the Celtics or something like that, but he's still really good, still super athletic. He attacks the basket and all that stuff. So I like to see it, man. Because I feel bad for what happened to him, and with the Lakers. And then, he kind of redeemed himself over there with the Clippers. And people saw that he still has it. So it'll be nice to see him in that system. I do not want to see them in the playoffs at all.
No.
With him coming off that bench and running that second unit.
Right.
Not at all.
No.
It's gonna make them dangerous, I think.
I agree. So did you watch any of Bronny in the summer league? Did you see any more of his games?
I saw a lot of before I do that. Papa Joe's. No way. 2 Cerebros? Yeah, not one.
Dude.
I saw a little bit of his first game.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all right, but and then I just caught highlights of the other ones, but I've been hearing the chatter about him.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on him, man?
Well, I mean, his last couple games he was actually decent. They shut him down. They were like, I think they were like, nah, we don't want to expose him anymore because it's so funny. So Jaylen Brown was at one of the games with one of his girlfriend plays for the WNBA, and then Angel Reese were there, and they read his lips. He looked over at his girl, and he was like, I don't think Bronny's a pro. And then she was like, I think he's going to be in the G League all year.
That's what her lips said too.
I'm gonna send you the clip, and then it was so funny. You know how the social media, they pick up on everything. They got professional translators, lip translators, because it was like 30 seconds later, it was all over the Twitter and stuff. So, man, Jaylen, he had to address it, but he did it smooth. He was like, man, it's the ultimate flex for a dad to be able to play with his son. I hope, Bronny, blah, blah. But he didn't deny it and say, I ain't say it. He didn't deny it. So
I'm not saying that I didn't say it, but it's the ultimate flex. Okay.
It's the ultimate flex. So he played it right, but I mean, I don't see NBA player. I just don't. And you can't, if I'm a Lakers fan, you can't sell me on the fact that you're trying to win a championship this year, because you got him occupying a roster spot when you got like Tyus Jones, went to Apple Valley, that's still out there, that he would contribute more to your NBA roster next year than Bronny James would, so like you can't sell me on that.
Right.
Markelle Fultz. There's some guys that are sitting out there right now that don't have jobs right now, like established NBA players. So it's like, I just feel like this is kind of about like, the season's gonna end up being about Bron and Bronny. And I just think like if someone's a Lakers fan, like I'd be hot about that.
I'd be upset about that too. It's almost like the Giannis deal, where he's got his brother, taking up a roster spot, and there's no way he should be in the league.
No, but the crazy part is, I totally forgot, his brother actually got drafted by the Knicks. His brother was actually a second round. The Knicks actually drafted his brother. His brother, he was like, man, Charles Barkley and everybody, they're talking about me. He was like, I actually got drafted. He's like, I got drafted by, Barkley said that dude got more job security than the Supreme Court. So
he's not wrong.
Wrong, man. So
Bronny got drafted. Bronny got drafted too.
He did, but here's the difference. Bronny got drafted because of his dad. Giannis's brother, like the Knicks ain't doing Giannis a favor by drafting his brother. No. That ain't, now we know why he's with the Bucks, and he's got that $1 million a year contract. There's no question, what that's all about. But I mean, my man actually got drafted in the NBA off his own, because you can see he's athletic, but that's where it stops. It starts and it stops right there. Doesn't go any further. No.
He needs to develop himself some more. I don't know how long he been in the league for.
Man, we need to look that up, man, because I saw something. They said he set the Guinness Book of World Records for most clapping on the sideline.
They need to stop, man. No, man, the internet is undefeated. They need to stop that, man. Bro.
Undefeated.
Oh my god. Hey, I'll see you later. Hey,
he stayed clapping though, man.
Man, hey, pause.
That facts, yeah, man. That was flagrant.
Yeah, no Diddy, bro. No Diddy. Hey, but I don't know, man. I think that maybe, and this is my hope, man, because I like LeBron. I'm a fan. You know what I mean? And before I say that, Sergio said, clapping, getting paid. Whoa, pause.
Yeah.
but no, I want to see the kid do well, man. I really do. So, but maybe the G League is a place for him. You know what I'm saying?
100% it is. And Bron didn't do him any favors when he tweeted last year, "My son's better than half the guys in the NBA." You shouldn't have said that, because you put the bullseye on his back even more. It ain't like he went on Twitter and was like, "I'm nicer than half the dudes in the NBA." Like,
right?
No, you put too much pressure on that young man. Like, and I just don't, because to be honest with you, he really shouldn't be playing in games, and then he's going to get scrutinized. He's already getting scrutinized. And dude's the 55th pick in the draft. You never see second round picks get scrutinized like this. A lot of times, your average fan don't even know who these guys are.
Right. Never heard of her.
Right. Never heard of her.
Right. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. That he did that. And LeBron is usually pretty good at picking his moments, and and the way that he is, and on social media, and just his I mean, he doesn't mess up a whole lot, but that was
he doesn't. I think probably that that proud dad moment. You know what I mean? He gassing his son up, and I just think, man, he went a little bit overboard with that.
Yeah, he need to say that for Bryce, low key.
Yeah. Well, so funny. I don't know if you seen Carmelo's son.
Yo, yeah,
he's nice. Now you see him; he looks different than Bronny does in high school. I don't know if you agree.
I totally agree.
He looks, but the thing about Melo, and different strokes, different folks. There's not one way to parent. But he said he's telling his son, like, we're not rushing you to the league. So if it's 3 years, if it's 2 years, if it's 1 year, it's 4 years. It's just getting there. So when you're ready, that's when we'll get you there. Because like you can see physically, he's not ready, for the NBA. But he needs to go to college, get into that, that strength program, and get acclimated with college, get his weight up. But he's nice. So I tell you, who's really nice is Gilbert Arenas' son, Elijah.
I beat him.
He is cold, like lottery pick cold, like top 5 in his class. Like he is nice. Even Rich Paul. Yeah, Rich Paul was talking about him. He was on Gil's arena, and he was telling, he's like, kind of like you're gonna have to deal with what LeBron's dealing with right now. But basically saying like your son's nice.
He's like, he'll be okay.
Yeah, and probably like I'm willing to represent him too. That's probably putting that filler out there.
Yeah. That's smart. That's smart. Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, man. Can you send me some highlights on him? I want to check him out, man. Is he's still in high school, right?
He's in high school. I think he's a senior. He might be coming to a junior or a senior. I'm not sure if he's going to reclass or not. But he's cold. It's Elijah, but it's spelled different. It's not like the E. It's got an A in there.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll send it to you after the show. But man, he's cold.
Bet. Yeah, I gotta check that out then. Yeah, I always like Gilbert Arenas. He was. I think that he was a little bit before his time, and he left. He kind of washed out the league quicker than I thought he should have. Man, like right at his peak, he was out.
Well, man, you bringing them Desert Eagles in the locker room, man. That'll contribute to your exit too.
Yeah, it just might. It just might.
Yeah. And then he comes back, man. Like his first game back, they got him in the huddle, and he's doing this, man, like he's with the guns like this in the warm up. I'm like, come on, man, that's not. But man, they say he's always been like reckless like that. They were like, man, during like during the draft, like all the players that are eligible for the draft, they'll talk to like like the rookie symposium and stuff, and they'll have like guys from organizations and stuff, and they were like, if you weren't going to be in the NBA, what would you be? And this is like 100 something players, and kind of like at like a combine. And this fool said, if I didn't make it in the NBA, I was going to be a professional pimp.
You better ask somebody,
right? The guy said, the man's like, excuse me, what did you say? And he's like, I'd be a professional pimp. and they said that old man went off on him. He's like, "You think this is a game?" He's like, "Man, he's like, this is people's careers, and you're in here cracking jokes and blah blah blah." Yeah, so that's what pushed him like even further down the draft. They was like, man, it's like dude was just like he was like a clown, and like Nick Young. Nick Young was like, man, Gilbert Arenas looked out for me after I got drafted to Washington. He's like, but I'm not gonna lie. He's like, he is the wrong veteran to have on your team when you're a rookie, because he'll be having you do stuff that you ain't supposed to be doing.
Oh no! Yeah. Gil, chill, man.
Yeah. He's cracking because he was like, man, he's like, but I was a rookie. He's like, man, he brought Thanksgiving over dinner over to my house. He's like, man, and then he also brought the work with him. So I was thankful of that. Yeah, he said he brought the work with the Thanksgiving dinner. So he was like, man, I was grateful for that part. But
oh my God, man. Yeah. What the Lord, man. Oh my God. So Gil was Ja before Ja was Ja.
Yeah. 100%, man.
Jeez, man. Well, I do love his podcast, man.
It's top notch. Yeah, and
yeah,
it's they're putting up numbers, man. That podcast, like they're putting up numbers. They're doing some big things. When I first saw it, I wasn't quite sure. You just like seem like every player, like Paul George got a podcast. Like seem like there's so many people. Oh, we got to get on your boy Skip Bayless too before we But he's got so many folks with podcasts and stuff, and his will be around for a while, man. They got good content up there, and man, some smart cats. I like the variety that they'll bring up there.
Yeah, me too. Before we move any further, folks in the chat and in the comments, can you let us know if you think Bronny is ready for the league or nah? I'd like to know y'all thoughts on that.
Please do. But yeah, man, you see your boy Skip Bayless is getting the boot from Undisputed.
Yeah, man. Are you surprised?
No,
me neither.
That show is trash.
Yeah,
it's bad, man. It's bad. It is bad. You got Paul Pierce up there, man. Just talk. Paul Pierce will be up there talking like you and I, at
right
here hanging out, man. That was like, man, did you say that? Like, wow. For real? I was like, man, I ain't gonna say what he said, but I'm like, Keyshawn was just kind of like, man, I ain't falling behind that, man. Like, you're on your own. Like, come on, bro.
Even Skip looked at him like,
yeah, like, man, like,
what are we doing? Trey said, can't say, but he better not make a fool out of himself and his dad. I feel you. Papa Jones said, no, he has the ultimate connect. Yeah, he does.
He got the plug, man. He do got the plug.
He got the plug for real. Junior said, yeah, very high expectations for a second round. Yeah, it's crazy.
It is. It's crazy. And some of it was what Bron, some of it by nature is going to be, who he is and what LeBron's. But then the media, some of the media doesn't like LeBron James. Kind of like, remember how LeVar Ball, some of the media didn't like LeVar Ball, so they wanted his sons to fail. Lonzo Ball don't even talk. You probably haven't even heard 3 interviews with Lonzo Ball the whole time that he's been on he doesn't say he's just cool and laid back, but they didn't like his dad, so they wanted him to fail. So it's kind of that
sins of the father. Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
Yep. Sucks, man. Sins of the father, man. That's crazy, man. But nah, man, going back to your boy Skip. It's almost like he was trying to recreate what he had with Shannon, and Shannon's just he's a different type of breed. Same thing with Stephen A. Smith. He's just a different breed, man. He got lucky with those two. Let me throw this up here. From Brandon, he said yes because it will be fun watching dudes dunk on him, etc. Yeah, you have a big target on us.
Well, but here's a rumor who may replace Skip, Max Kellerman.
Really?
Yeah, because Max can't. He's kind of been on the sideline because ESPN has paid him. They owe him through I think October, November. So he's just been sitting back getting his salary. But part of the condition is he can't work for another network or anything. So I would sit back too. You know, he's
Yeah.
posting up with the fam, getting his money, but they were like, he can just slide right into that seat.
Right,
Now,
right.
I don't know if you're going to keep Keyshawn, and I think Paul Pierce is going to be going with Skip. When Skip rolls, I think Paul Pierce is rolling out too. So they may make some adjustments there. But you know, man, Max is a sharp cat. He's got experience. I think Stephen A. Did him bogus. But
what happened with that whole deal?
Stephen A. said, I didn't enjoy working with him anymore. That's he flat out said it in an interview. He's like, I didn't like working with him anymore. It was time for a change. It was getting stale.
So be it.
I mean, you got to respect that part, and he did go and get that show. I think it was on ESPN2 where he had the Max had the show, but Jay Williams, it was like Kellerman, Jay Williams, and somebody else. But that show went away
pretty quickly too, didn't it? Was it Max Keller with the? Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Never heard of her.
Yeah, never heard of her. I'm trying to say, wasn't he the one that was rapping back in the day?
He was a rapper. Yeah,
okay.
Dude's like a rapper. I think he might even have like a law degree or something. Like he's, as you said, cerebral. Like dude's really like he's like that.
Yeah. But that'd be cool.
Yeah, he's cool. Like a walking encyclopedia. That dude is. So I like to see him get back on the scene. He was always holding us up, during like 2020 and all. He was, what Terrell Owens said to Stephen A.
Oh yeah. We'll keep that there.
Right. So that'll be interesting to see. But I think the end of next month, I think is when middle or latter part of next month is when Skip's going to roll up out of there. So
it'll be
interesting to see. And then Shannon re-upped with ESPN. Man, he got the bag. He's going to be doing like an NFL show. So he's going to be up there with Stephen A. Like he's going to be doing a lot of different things. And Stephen A's renegotiating with them. They offered him 18. He wants 25 a year.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And he's gonna get it too. Yeah, we got three cerebrals.
Right. Yeah.
Not one, not two,
but three. Right. But so he's probably gonna get it, man.
Good for I mean he's right now, man. He's the guy. Like Cat Williams took him there. You know what I'm saying? He already was super talented, and I loved him on that show with Skip. Yeah, and I watched it because of the banter, but mostly because of Shannon. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna send you another clip when he used to do CBS on Sunday, and I'll have to say it to you, but he pretended like he was crying during the segment. He had Dan Marino, Boomer Esiason, James Brown. They were all laughing like he was mimicking this. They did like an insert clip, and man, he had tears coming down his face. Man, I'll send it to you after. Man, it's like he's just a natural, right? Because how he talks, you tell he country as can be. He got that Georgia, but he's talented.
Yeah, he's able to put it all together and make it's him. You know what I'm saying?
It's authentic.
It's off super authentic. Yeah, man. And people are drawn to it. And that's not something that you can necessarily learn. Either you got it or you don't.
No, that's the whole thing. You hit it right on the head. That's natural. Like it's a gift.
Yeah. Hats off to him. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, man. He seems like a really good dude as well. So wow.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
That's dope for him. But man, let's jump into the NFL, man. So you got training camp's been kicking off. Your favorite, your new favorite quarterback, JJ McCarthy. He signed his contract with the Vikings. So
he's my new favorite quarterback now.
He's your new favorite, man. I'm gonna be hearing Skull in a couple.
Wow.
When he throw his first touchdown, I'm gonna be hearing Skull.
You will.
You're gonna cop that McCarthy jersey too.
I will not. I will not. Yeah. Papa Jones. Shannon Sharp. Yeah, he's very cerebral. Dude's smart, man. Dude is smart. McCarthy, I don't know if he's cerebral or not. We will find out.
We'll find out, man.
Yeah, we'll find out. Well, right now,
we're gonna see if he's gonna beat out Darnold for that job. I'm glad Jefferson got his money. You know, he got that 4-year contract, which is crazy because you see Jamar Chase, the owner, saying for he came out today, Mike Brown for the Bengals. He was like, I don't think we're going to get a contract done. He's like, the season's about to start. He was like, I don't like to negotiate during the season. So if I'm Jamar Chase, I'm gonna do what CeeDee Lamb's doing. I'm not reporting until you pay me, because that owner for the Bengals, he's notoriously cheap, where he don't want to pay guys. That dude, he stay having guys holding out and not reporting on time. And see, now with the problem is with that new collective bargaining agreement, it's like it's punitive in terms of those guys holding out, man. I think it's like $100,000 a day, or it's something crazy. Yeah. And like, you got to pay that money back. Like, it comes out of your check. So what they were saying is a loophole is these players can just come and report and be like, I'm just not going to work out. Like, I'll be here. I'll be at the facility. But I mean, that's a contact sport. That's a dangerous sport. Like, and it has such a short life. You got to give me my money. I'm not going to be holding out and doing all that stuff. Like, you got to pay me.
Like Jay-Z said, F you, pay me.
Facts.
You know?
Facts.
Caleb Williams, trash. Wait a minute. We haven't gotten to that yet.
Hey, you already buried Caleb Williams?
Yeah, man, we didn't even I don't even see that on the docket, but
I love it.
I do. Insert your opinions whenever, however, man. Yeah, that's good.
Why you think tell us why you think he's trash, big homie, man. Put it in the chat. But
please let us know.
But man, so what are your expectations? I know we'll get into it later. You know, you get a little closer to the season, but what do you think? What do you think the Vikings are going to do? Now I think they play in the Hall of Fame game. I think they play the Raiders in the Hall of Fame game. I think it's the 11th, I believe, that Monday. I think they're playing in the Hall of Fame game. So you'll get an early. Now they don't play like a lot of the starters and stuff like that, but you know how that game goes. But they got Aaron Jones from Green Bay. I keep forgetting they have him. So
me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's better than your boy that kept fumbling, man. Remember that dude was dropping? What was it? Madison? Man,
that was hot at him.
Yes, man. She's cut him now.
Cut him down. She don't watch no sports, but she do watch the Vikings, and she even do cut him tonight.
Cut him, and Westbrook needs to go work at one of them young dealerships.
She did say that.
That dude in the service department.
Yeah, she did that service department. You said, Madison was butterfingers for real, man.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
And then one of the fans got at him on Instagram, and he threatened to beat the fan up.
Like, bro, you're trash.
Yeah, man. He threatened, and then the fan was like, the fan said something like, hey, if you don't fumble and you score, he's like, I'll win. And he's like, I'll buy you a cheeseburger. And then Madison was like, man, I'll beat you up. And then he was like, with that type of attitude, you will not be getting a cheeseburger.
Don't go against the internet.
You can't, man. There's too many of them. You can't.
There's too many. They're quick with it. They're quick.
Yeah. You can't. Hey, bro, but when you're fumbling, like, there's nothing. You're not playing good. Like, you can't say nothing. It's not like you're balling out and they're messing with you. Like, you signed up for that when you become a professional athlete. Like, the fans and the media are going to get at you, right? And then when you're fumbling and making mistakes and all that stuff, man, dude fumbled and looking at his hands and clapping and doing a Giannis brother clapping and all that stuff. Like, nah, homie, you dropped the ball. Don't be blaming your hands. That's on you.
Yeah, that's on you, bro. Something wrong with my hands.
Yeah, like, oh man, like his hands got the flu or something. Nah, homie, you fumbled. That's
not how this works. That's on you. Yo, I don't think they're gonna do much, man. They don't have a quarterback. This JJ McCarthy kid. I mean, I know that he won that championship, the national championship with the Wolverines, but they had more so over. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not good with college sports, but it was more so a ground and pound type game. It was more of a running game.
What it was. So you get it right on the head. That's 100%. See, but now he's got a McCarthy. He's got a Addison. He's got TJ. Hawkinson, the tight end. He's got weapons. So I don't know what the offensive line is like, but my man's got weapons. So there ain't no excuse, like, now he's a rookie. He's gonna,
Right.
he's gonna take his lumps, but I want to see, how that plays out, because that division is tough, man. Detroit is coming back. Detroit should have beat the 49ers. They pissed that game away. Detroit should have went to the Super Bowl. And you saw what Green Bay, they came down here to put the smackdown on Dallas. That was ugly.
Man, yeah. I was like, whoa, they're back. Yeah, we watched that, like I said, in 3D.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was crazy, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. And I know the big homie said Caleb Williams is trash. I don't know what he's gonna do.
He got weapons though. That dude's got weapons. He's got Keenan Allen and my man from Washington. And then at DJ Moore, they got Swift, the running back, was with the Eagles last year. He's got weapons around him.
He does. How's his line?
I think the line is pretty good. They drafted a lineman and right out of Tennessee, not this past draft, the 2023 draft. So they've added pieces to that offensive line. So that's going to be the key, man, keeping him upright. If they can do that, man, I think he's going to be, he may not be like generational. Kind of remember how they were trying to make Trevor Lawrence like he's a generational quarterback, and that he's not. Like, I think he can be good with those weapons around him, because they're doing for him what they didn't do for Justin Fields.
Right.
They didn't put weapons around Justin Fields. They're putting weapons around my guy here. So we'll see how that shakes out.
Yeah. So Brandon said Vikings need to hire a driver for Addison.
Man, that dude.
Oh yeah. He caught that. Yeah, he caught that DW, or what is it called?
DWI, DUI.
DUI. Yeah.
I don't get it, man. Like, man, get you an Uber at the Lyft at the least. Or if you want to ride in style, get like my man Brandon said, get you a driver.
Yeah, get Uber Black. You know what I'm saying? We say Keenan
Allen's cooked. Okay. Well, I think he got a little left in the tank. I don't think he's got to be the number one guy. Because they got the Romeo Oduzier is their first round pick from he's cold. He is cold. DJ Moore is cold. They got their tight end. They got a young tight end that's pretty good too. But I don't think Keenan Allen needs to be that featured number one. That's not going to be his role. But I think he'll come in and be that veteran guy in that that wide receiver room. It kicks some knowledge to him, and show him how those young guys how to be pros and all that stuff. But I still think he got a little bit left in the tank. But we'll see how that shakes out.
Yeah, that should be interesting, man. Yeah, I'm more interested to see what it was just crazy. I'm more interested to see what the Bears are going to look like than the Vikings. I just don't have any faith in the Vikings right now, because I saw what happened when we didn't have a quarterback last season. You know what I'm saying?
Man, so that was bad.
That was ugly, man. So I think it's going to be more of that, and it's just going to be hard to watch. So, I'm kind of my expectations are very low for them.
Yeah,
and I do want to see. I do want to see what Caleb Williams, can do. And if he really is trash, I'll give the big homie his props. You know what I'm saying? I would not be in your fantasy football league.
No, we will not be putting Wes Welker at tight end. No, we don't do that in the league.
I almost got invited to the league until you saw that mess. You're like, yeah, nah.
Hey, did you catch that that Netflix where it's a wide receiver? It's kind of like it's dope. It's dope. It's
better than the quarterback one, because that was pretty good.
I didn't, I'll be honest with you, I didn't see much of the quarterback one.
Okay.
But this one's got like Justin Jefferson, it's got Devontae Adams, it's got two cats from the same team, and I'm drawing from the 49ers. It's got George Kittle and Deebo Samuel.
Oh shoot, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's dope. I feel like I'm missing somebody else, but Jefferson, Adams, those two. I might be missing someone, but no, it's really good. It's okay. It's definitely worth a watch for sure.
Okay, I'll check that out, because I was looking for something to watch. So I'll put that on and check it out.
Man, and then you just kind of see, like you'll see when they're in Minnesota, and like just kind of we know that area and stuff like that. So it just kind of kind of bring you back nostalgia a little bit. But
it takes you back home because you were born in Hopkins, Minnesota. So
lies.
You know what I'm saying? So
there's only one person on this team born in Minnesota. It's not me. From Compton.
Ain't no wrong being born in Minnesota. Did you say Compton? Man, you'll get going with that. Hold up.
Remember, I was like, you were like, yeah, Detroit. I was like, that's my home away from home. And you were like, man, you probably never been there. I was like, yeah, I have. Detroit Lakes, Minnesota.
Wow. Wow. Man, I hate you. You out here false flagging, man. The big homie's gonna be upset about that, man.
No, big homie knows GI. He know where.
GI. Oh Lord. Golly. Hey, have y'all locked horns yet on the college football game?
No, I don't. No, okay. I downloaded it and then I played it for a little bit. It's dope, but there's a video, man, kind of how on how like 2K be on them like the Chase Budinger, man. Yeah. There's one they showed for NCAA, man. The dude get ready to get tackled. He laterals it back to the offensive lineman. Offensive lineman runs like 40 yards. They get ready to tackle him. He laterals it back to another offensive lineman. Yeah, man, it's bogus. I'm like, come on, man.
No, yeah. Man. You gotta get the bugs out. No, yeah, that's not okay.
Yeah.
Golly, man. All right, man. I'm sorry, man. I got off topic, man. Bring that up.
No, we good. Yeah. We good, man. So yeah, man. Pretty much, man. Pretty much everything I had for this week, man. But so we Mondays, when we can do it, Mondays is gonna be the designated nights, man. We appreciate everybody that jumped on this evening.
Oh, do you want to before we roll out? You want to talk about Dak?
Oh, we can. So yeah. So what do you think, man? He's got a year left on his contract.
Yeah.
I think it's about like $50-something million, and they're not trying to work out an extension with him. So, man, if you were Jerry Jones, are you gonna give him extension? Or are you just gonna tell him like, man, you need to play this year out and prove it?
Play this year out and prove it.
I agree.
Play this year out and prove it because he hasn't done anything since. I think, Sergio, are you a Cowboy fan? And what are your thoughts? Any Cowboy fans in here, let us know what y'all think. Yeah, because he hasn't taken it. Have they won a playoff game with that?
With that, do they want to play? Man, that's a good question.
I don't know if they may have won one or two. Because he got there, 16?
Yeah, they might have won one or two, like you said, but it ain't because they got a mess right now because they got to pay CeeDee Lamb. He said he's not reporting. Because they start out at Oxnard out in California. That's where their training camp kicks off, and then then they come out here to the Star. They're out there for a couple weeks, and then they end up coming here.
But right. I love that Star. I don't know. It's not totally him. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not totally him. Is why they haven't.
I agree. It's not totally him. But they were just saying they need to run the ball more. He's throwing it too much. I agree.
No. Okay. Yep. So I just figured I get those in there before we.
Yeah. But no, they got to pay him. They got to, and your boy Micah Parsons, he's going to be the highest paid defensive player in the history of the National Football League a year from now. He'll either be holding out or he'll have a record-breaking contract for any defensive player. They're gonna have to pay him.
Wow, he's a beast.
Oh, you can't. There is no denying it.
No, so, he's pretty much the face of the team right now.
Yeah,
which is crazy. What do you think about the shell of Ezekiel? He's back.
He's back. I mean, I think in that offense, he'll get some goal line work. So I could see Ezekiel if you were playing fantasy. I'd be like, he might be a sleeper if you could get him later on because he'll get down in the red zone and get some of that goal line work.
That's true.
So I think he can end up having 7-8 touchdowns, man.
Wow.
I do. If he stays healthy, I think he can. He won't be, breaking those long runs, 30 and 40-yard touchdown. I don't see that anymore, but I can see him in the red zone, man. They, hit him out in the flat with a pass or, you're at the 2-yard line, turn around and hand it off, and he's over there doing his eating thing. jumping in the Salvation Army, the big red bowl or whatever that mess is. So, and when they play the Eagles and he's doing that, man, I get hot, man. I was at the game one time, man, and he scored, and dude next to me, he was Cowboy, where he was like in front of me. He turned around and started doing this. I'm like, man, I just looked like, man, you don't get away from me with that mess, man. I was hot.
You're not feeling that at all.
At all. And we lost.
That makes it worse, man.
That was hot. Man,
it's okay, man. Cause y'all gonna be straight this season, man. I
think so.
expect big things from the Eagles, man.
I think so. This is Jalen Hurts. Like, he's got all the weapons, and then you got Saquon Barkley. Like, there's no excuse. Like, he's got, he can't have, a subpar season. You got a whole new offensive coordinator in there. You got Kellen Moore, who used to be play caller for the Cowboys. He's now there calling plays. So we'll see. We'll see. But we'll get into that, man, as we get a little bit closer to start of the season.
For sure. So we are at the hour mark, man. A little past. So I think that's it. Yeah,
that's it, man. We appreciate everybody that joined the show and chatting. Anybody that doesn't get a chance, jump on YouTube and listen to it at another time. But we appreciate everybody.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We're back. I know summer is kind of hit or miss. People on vacations, traveling, and all that good stuff. But we try to get it in where we can. So we appreciate everybody that was here because it's hard to pull everybody back.
It is
if it's not weekly. So we appreciate you guys, being patient with us and hopping in and jumping on when you can. So thank you so much. So remember to like and subscribe and share and all that good stuff.
All right, my man.
All right, good time. We'll see you next week, man.
All right, holler at you.
All right, peace.
All right.